Do you do any type of preparation or analysis over the weekend for the week? Well, not lately. Haven't done much, but yeah, I used to. You know, I build my Evernote databases. I spent a lot of work with that. Look at things that have worked recently. Like this is why I keep these backtrack watch lists. We can actually go through for Friday. Was it the 11th of October? Like things that had kind of moves. But you know, this Gush is oil related gap down. So this SCS obviously had a big breakout yesterday or Friday. Val is an oil related stock. TTD I'm long. EVPG, another software name, had a breakout of the lows. OLED, it's yeah, it didn't really have a break. It kind of sold off. Touched the declining 20-day and kind of sold off late day. Twilio, I'm long. Oh, it's actually higher. Nice. BRCU had a little bit of a breakout. This is a triple Brazilian ETF. Or it's kind of trying to come out of this range. You have to look at the main index first. This one looks much better. Like you see, this thing has been building higher lows for over a year. Pretty much. So it's building kind of a triangle setup. So I think, you know, it starts breaking out of this. Could have a big move. Potentially even a multi-year move. So emerging markets have been lagging for the past 10 years compared to the US. SWN, another oil name. This XOPS, an oil ETF. You know, obviously it kind of oil is going down today. Pacey software going higher for Friday. AMD had a nice little breakout of the rising 200-day, but it's still in a range, so there wasn't really a viable setup. But I like to keep track of these things. Baosun China name, it kind of put in an ugly candle, even though it closed higher. MU and a semi stock, JD another China stock. Looked really strong early in the day, and then it just kind of started fading midday. Software ETF, software stock, China name. This is I think it's a South American name. South American utility. This thing had earnings. I don't know what the earnings are. I have to look them up. It's probably like very slow earnings. Oh yeah, 9.8. So they increased their EPS by 9% and their revenue by 8% year over year. That's a very slow growth name. That's not the type of name I want to buy on earnings gap ups. You know, I would like to see earnings like 90 and 80. That would get me excited. SIG had tried to come out of a little bit of a bull flag, but kind of selling back into the range. Another oil name. RGY I'm long. SDC tried to bounce. Had a nice bounce intraday. I'm going to show you guys the 5-minute chart. Like this is a day trading setup I used to play all the time. When you have a stock that's overextended either to the long side or to the downside, and this was obviously extended to the downside, you buy the opening range breakout. This is the opening range, the 10.59. You set a stop, in this case maybe, I don't know, 20, 30 cents. It went up over a buck. So you got easily a 3-time risk reward setup intraday as a day trader. And this is the kind of setup I used to play all the time. You can make a very good living if you successfully trade those types of stocks. Let's see, this is from the 13th of September. Was it the day I shorted it? Yep, this is the day I shorted almost at the top. Or like somewhere here, not far from the top, and it went down 60%. Nice. XSM. These things had fade breakouts like this one. NVAX had some pump off the lows. MTSL had some gap up fade on AIMT has some FDA stuff. MCF is still holding higher, but it's untradeable. So let's remove it. Let's look at the 16th of September. Can you repeat fast? Well, because it's so slow. 9% earnings growth and 8% revenue growth. That's, you know, it's pretty much not growing. It's more kind of like an investing stock, you know. Wow, this thing has actually done really well since the 80s. It's up 40,000% in 30 years. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, it's a very slow type of stock. This is an investing type of stock, not a trading stock. Yeah, Malintrop is trying to break down. Yep, I'm gonna remove it from my watch list. I'm not gonna look at it for now, because now it's breaking down. There's no setup there. It tried to bounce a few times off the lows, but nothing there. Oh damn, USLV is fading.